your great financial advisor is here. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to be talking about Pay As You Earn. And what is Pay As You Earn? Pay As You Earn is tax on employment income. And every employee is taxable on income earned on services rendered in a particular state. So, Pay As You Earn is applicable where there is employee-employer relationship. The key is if there is an employee-employer relationship, then Pay As You Earn is applicable. Take for example Mr. Moyo, a recently employed employee for 10 store as a storesman. According to his employment contract, Mr. Moyo is to earn a basic salary of $500 and contributions to an approved pension fund will be $15. So, basic salary less the contribution to an approved pension fund, $485. But at the end of the month, when Mr. Moyo received his pay slip, he found that the net salary was $396. Now he questions why 396 he had to consult on those amount. So when he was consulting, he was shown that pay of $86 was deducted and an ads levy of $2.58 was deducted. Then he asked how did they arrive at the amounts. In calculating Pay As You Earn, it is based on gross monthly salary. So in this case, Mr. Moyo's basic salary was $500 and he had no other allowances. So the gross monthly income for Mr. Moyo was $500. We less approved tax deductions. In this case, there's only one approved, which is $15. 500 less 15, $485. When we arrive at $485, we check for the appropriate tax band. In a number of countries, they provide tax tables. Take, for example, Zimbabwe, which is Mr. Moyo's country of residence and where he is rendering his services. The tax band is $300 to $1,000, where the appropriate rate of tax is $25, is 25%. Then we less $35 because the first $100 is not taxable. Also, we should note that Pay As You Earn is a progressive tax, so the first $100 is not taxable, and the next $299 is taxable at 20%. Then the rest for Mr. Moyo is taxable at 25%. That's why they have provided tax tables for ease of computations. In this case, we have noted that the appropriate rate is 25% less 35. We say 485 multiplied by 25% less 35, we get $86. When we get 86, it is the payee subject to ads levy. Before we apply ads levy, we check if Mr. Moyo is entitled to any tax credits. What are tax credits? They are concessions granted to taxpayers for certain disadvantages, and these ones main ones are due to blindness, illness, physical disablement, or old age. But in our case, Mr. Moyo is not entitled to any tax credit, so our ads levy will be applied on the whole amount of payee of 86. We get an ads levy of $2.58. When we add these two payee plus ads levy, we get that the amount deducted for tax purposes is $88. That's how Mr. Moyo's net salary was arrived at $396. And what's the obligation of the employer? As I have alluded before, that where there's an employer-employee relationship, that's where we find Pay As You Earn. Employers are supposed to withhold Pay As You Earn and remit it to the tax authority on or before the due date. Failure to do so will result in penalties and interest, and penalties and interest are not good. So employers are supposed to do their duty. It's a mandatory system. Thank you. Remember to like this video, subscribe and share with others. Good day.